Someone will fall asleep pretty soon. As you can see, we're kind of dressed up. The autumn is here. It's pretty good in Sweden. But I care about what's going on in the world, and I know what's going on in Australia, Canada, yeah, in other countries here in Europe too. Italy, France, Latvia, Malta, Cyprus, and so on and so on. Yeah, and even in Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Serbia, and so on. I'm glad that my daughter, they don't have to wear face diapers in their classrooms, in their schools. Like in Bosnia, for example, there are various rules. Like some places you have to have the face diaper on your child when you enter the school and in the hallways, but not in the class. And in other places you don't have to have them, but you have to have it when you speak inside the classroom and when you go to the bathroom. You can really tell the experts made those recommendations to wear something that doesn't even make anything besides making breathing harder and just destroying the development of children who can't see facial expressions during those young formative years among their peers and in the teachers.
Vi är Svamppatrullen, hej hej! Vi är Svamppatrullen.
Here we are, it's October. A month went by very fast. Almost like that meme with John Travolta when he enters the room and tries to figure out where what he is or the thing he's looking after. A month ago I didn't finish off that video, so I'll try to wrap it up now. The restrictions are gone in Sweden. However, explicitly, people who are not poisoned should still kind of stick to those past restrictions. So it's a loose kind of enforcement of the things that are happening elsewhere in Europe, where you can't go out and have a cup of coffee without showing a silly passport. Other things have become like, it's just getting worse and worse with the shooting and the bombs here in Sweden. So in the central of Gothenburg, a bomb blasted off in a apartment complex, and this is like the central parts where you otherwise don't have that kind of stuff going on. I've talked about this before. Time is kind of up, you know, the social contract with the government in a sense is kind of cut. I mean, they still cannot guarantee our safety, as we have seen in many other countries, like of course Australia, which is not reported at all in the mainstream. Countries that have had less, how we say, crimes against democracy and human rights have been invaded and talked about. The government is the only thing that kind of gets bigger and bigger, needs more food, meaning tax money, and also gets less efficient over the years. And what we have seen in the last 20 years, it's a super obvious, explicit synergy between the governments and big corporations. So you have to focus on the good sides of life. Think about what you will do in the worst case that you can think of. Think about how you can take care of yourself and your family, friends, and the people close to you in a good way. Things go as a cycle in nature, you know. Good times make weak men make bad times, and bad times makes good men make good time. So it's a cyclic thing, and it has to come to a change sooner or later, and this is it. We are living in it. Look, how amazing. Can you do this? You can't do this. Look, I can push it up, push it to the left, push it back, all of that. Huh? Whatever happens, whatever we know, this is a great opportunity to get along and be the first wave of the actual change of creating a kind of parallel system or society. I walked a bit by myself now. My girls are looking for small mushrooms because my wife does jewelry. In the autumn she finds these small mushrooms and she creates kind of like a miniature landscape in that jewelry. So every season has its kind of flowers, so she picks them, she dries them, and makes jewelry from that. Every day we thrive, evil forces die, and that's a fact. So in the middle of all of this, have a good time, you know, look forward, feel special, feel all of this as an opportunity to be actually the groundbreaker in creating an alternative system. When something is breaking apart, well, be the one to build something new. Don't be there like crying and whining about something being broken down, because you didn't build it. You weren't part of designing that. Every day we thrive, evil forces die is also about you know, having that kind of soul posture, being confident in your faith and belief. And that's actually something that's very important in kind of resisting all of this, because everything is not about physical activity, the written word, the speaking and talking and all that. Some things are just based in the sheer and utter kind of basal good intention of people, and I think many people have that good intention. Some people kind of maybe express it or are more productive with it than others, but it doesn't matter. It all plays a part. Everybody should do at least what they can do. Speak to people in your life, colleagues, friends, family, neighbors, if the topic comes up, or bring up the topic. That's about it.